You know, there's a certain look, a look in the eyes of someone who's been through too much. It's not just about being tired. It's not about age. It's something way deeper, a feeling that you're carrying a lot more than your years should allow. If that sounds familiar, even a little bit, then this is for you. We're going to look at that weight in a completely different way.
And this quote, man, it just nails it. It's that feeling of being kind of disconnected from all the small everyday dramas because, well, you've survived things that would absolutely break most people. You feel older, maybe a little wiser, and, yeah, definitely heavier.
So let me ask you this. Do you ever tell yourself that you're damaged goods? It's a really common story we tell ourselves, right? That the things we went through left us worn out, broken, like we've lost some vital spark that everyone else seems to have. It's such an easy trap to fall into.
But what if that story, that feeling of being broken, isn't the whole picture? What if it's just one chapter in a much bigger, much more powerful story? Well, psychology is starting to uncover a truth that completely rewrites that ending. Okay, this right here is the turning point. This is where we flip the script. We're about to look at the shift from stress to growth. It's all about moving away from focusing on the injury and toward the unexpected and, honestly, the incredible strengths that can come after. So, we've all heard of post-traumatic stress, of course. It's real, it's serious, and it's important. But we almost never talk about its powerful opposite, post-traumatic growth. Now, this isn't about pretending that the pain didn't happen. No way. It's about recognizing that the very act of surviving that pain can forge something new and incredibly powerful inside of you.
And when you put them side by side like this, it just clicks, doesn't it? On one side, you've got all the language of loss and damage. But on the other, it's the language of gaining something, of creation. It's this profound shift from seeing yourself as haunted by your past to being forged by it.
So if you've walked through fire, you didn't just survive. You've actually acquired a very specific set of rare psychological strengths. Strengths that people who've had easier lives just won't have. So let's break down 3 of the biggest ones.
The first strength, let's call it high-definition empathy. And no, this isn't just about feeling sorry for someone. This is a totally different way of connecting with the world, and it's born from a deep, personal, first-hand knowledge of what pain really feels like.
Here's what that really means. Because you've been in the dark yourself, you can spot someone else standing there, even from a mile away. It's why strangers might just pour their hearts out to you after only 5 minutes. They can feel that you're not judging them. You become a kind of walking sanctuary because you know exactly how much it hurts to feel like you have nowhere safe to go.
Okay, this next one is going to sound like a total paradox. Your past didn't just make you softer in the ways that really matter, it also made you harder. This leads to this incredible ability to function in total chaos, what some psychologists call crisis competence.
Just think about it for a second. When some sudden crisis hits, a medical emergency, a huge loss, the average person's nervous system just goes into overdrive. They panic, they freeze up, their whole world gets turned upside down.
But for you, it's different. When things really go wrong, you might even notice you get calmer. Why? Because your baseline for stress has been completely rewired. You faced hell, so a flat tire or a tough meeting at work, it's not going to shake you. While everyone else is losing their minds, you're the one calmly making a plan. You're not cold, you're just battle-tested.
And that brings us to our third and maybe the most powerful strength of all. It's what shows up after the dust has settled, when you have to decide who you really want to be. It's radical authenticity.
You know, when you've been pushed to your absolute limit, the ego just kind of dissolves. You stop caring about impressing people because you've burned all your masks a long, long time ago just to stay warm. You speak the truth. Now, that can be pretty intimidating for some people, but it is an absolute magnet for anyone who is looking for something real in this world.
So let's totally reframe this whole idea of being broken. Let's just leave that word behind and replace it with something much older, much wiser, and way more beautiful. The idea of becoming stronger in the broken places.
In Japan, there's this amazing art form called kintsugi. When a beautiful, precious bowl breaks, they don't throw it away. No, they treat the damage as a part of its unique history. They believe the repair actually makes it more valuable, not less.
And the process is just a perfect metaphor for this. The break isn't the end of the story. The pieces are gathered back together, and the cracks, the history of its trauma, are actually highlighted with gold. The final result is something even more beautiful and far stronger than it was before it ever broke.
That is you. You are not used up. You are not damaged goods. You are the gold-filled vessel. The trauma didn't destroy you. It actually became part of a new, stronger, and more beautiful creation.
Your scars are not flaws. They are the lines of gold. They are proof that you have been cracked open and are now able to hold so much more light. Don't ever envy the people who've had an easy path. They're fragile. You are forged in fire. You are anti-fragile.
So, here's the final takeaway. The most important thing to remember. You were never broken. You were being forged. And now, the only question left is what are you going to build with this incredible, rare strength that you have earned?